Hi everyone, I'm Helen. Welcome to my channel. Today's class will be a class to strengthen the legs. So we will start standing up at the front of the mat. So bring the big toe mounds together, heels slightly apart, ground down into all four corners of the feet. Knees are stacked above the ankles, hips are above the knees, shoulders are back and down, chin is parallel to the floor. Palms facing forward, and just stand here for a moment, breathing in, acknowledging the fact that you carve time out of your day to come to your mat. It's always a good thing, and let's get to it. So on an inhale, the palms come up to the sky. Exhale, just release them down by the side. Inhale, palms lift. Exhale, palms back to the side. Inhale, palms to the sky. Exhale, palms down to the side. You may want to move the feet maybe about hip distance apart. Inhale, palms come up, and exhale, folding from the waist. Come into a forward fold. So just maybe bend one knee and then the other. Just waking up the backs of the legs. Place the left hand underneath the chest, bend this left leg, and release the right arm up to the sky. Breathing here. Then exhale down, other side, bend the right knee, right hand plants, release the left arm up to the sky. And exhale down. Hands come to the hips, lengthen out of the waist, and then come all the way up to standing. Inhale the arms up to the sky, and then just tip over to the right. So reaching out this left side of the waist. Breathe in here. Then inhale back up, over to the other side. And then inhale back up. Hands come to the side. So we'll move through a couple of half sun salutations. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, fold from the waist. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, descend. Inhale, all the way back up. Palms to chest. Again, inhale, up, palms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, descend. Inhale, palms up. Palms to chest. One more. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, descend. Inhale, palms to the sky. Palms to chest. This time, inhale, palms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, and we'll step back to downward facing dog. So this is the first dog of the practice. Grounding down into the base of the knuckles. Upper back is wide. Heels descend, sit bones to the sky. Back is long. Upper back is wide. Breathe here. Maybe pedal out the feet. And then from here, we're going to roll forward, do some plank rolls. So building a little bit of strength and heat in the core. So on an inhale, come up to the tiptoes, roll forward to plank, protracting the shoulder blades. Exhale, downward facing dog. So you may want to readjust your feet and hands for these rolls. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Engage the whole of that front body, the thighs, the core, contracting the shoulder blades. back to downward facing dog. 2 more. Inhale forward. Exhale back. 1 more. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Bring the knees down to the floor, and I'm just going to pad up my knee because I have this ongoing knee injury where I'm finding it difficult to bear weight in 4-point kneeling. Hands underneath the shoulders, hips underneath, knees underneath the hips. Inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. 3 more. Inhale for cow, really feeling the articulation in the spine. Exhale for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Return to a neutral spine. And from here, we'll do a couple of some spinal balance, which is so good for the core and the spine. So set yourself up for success with the hands underneath the shoulders and knees under hips. Inhale the left leg back and the right arm forward. Hold for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Really pulling out on these opposite angles. 4, 5. Come down. Second side. Right leg lifts behind. Left arm in front. 5 breaths. Really keeping the core engaged. Hips parallel to the floor. Long, slow breathing. And then release down. And just bring the knees as wide as the hips, as the mat, and just sit back into a child's pose. Come off the wrist for a moment. Breathe here. Maybe bring the third eye to the earth. I always like to imagine this is a drain, and some unhelpful thoughts that I may have, I can just allow to just flow out through that drain into the earth, gone forever. And then we'll come back up to hands and knees and downward facing dog. On an inhale, right leg lifts to the sky. And as you exhale, right foot steps up and come into this low lunge. So plant the left hand and we'll open out into this easy twist. Take a couple of breaths here. So feeling the twist from the mid to upper back. Long, slow, even breathing. And then plant the left hand, bring this left knee down, and we'll swing around into gate pose. So you're on the left knee, the right leg is straight, parallel with the left knee, and come up. Using the strength of the core. From here, we'll tip over to the right. Breathing into the side of the waist here. And then back up to gate pose, and we'll work on a bit of the strength of the legs. So the left hand comes down underneath the shoulder, right hand to right hip, and maybe lift this right leg up. Hold here for 5 breaths. So you can keep the hand on the hip or release it up to the sky. 4, 5. And then the right hand comes behind the head. We're going to bend the knee and do some little crunches. So elbow to knee, extend out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Release back up. Cartwheel down. Come back. Downward facing dog. Second side. Left leg lifts to the sky. Exhale, left foot steps up. Plant this right hand. Release the left hand up to the sky for this easy twist. Long, even breathing. I can feel my heart rate already getting elevated in this class. And then this right knee is going to come down. Just pad mine up. And we'll come into gate pose on this other side. So excuse my back. The left leg is straight out to the side. Left hand to the outside of the left knee and reach over for gate. Stretching out the right waist. Even breath. That's just about 5 breaths. We'll come back up. The right hand plants. Left leg lifts. Hold here 5 breaths. So he's getting into the glute, the outer thigh, the sides of the waist, the obliques. And then bring that left hand behind the head and we'll do those crunches this side. So knee to elbow, extend out. So slow mindful movements here. We don't have to rush. 3, 2 more, you can do it. And release. Hand comes down, back, downward facing dog. Cool, we're all warmed up now. So we'll move into a little bit of a flow. Inhale, right leg lifts to the sky. Exhale, right foot steps up. Come up, high lunge, arms to the sky. Bend this back knee, sink a little lower into the hips and then straighten it. This gets in a bit deeper into the hip flexor. 5 breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Arms come out to T and we'll rotate round towards the right. So towards the bent front leg. 5 breaths. 1. So we're doing some isometric holds here to build strength in the legs. Sometimes in these classes we move through the poses so quickly, we don't really work on our muscles. And then the right hand comes on the back of the left leg and we'll come into this revolved reverse twist. Inhale back up. Come back forward. And we're going to straighten the front leg 5 times. So inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Really magnetize the thighs here. 2. 3. 4. Last one. 5. Plant the hands. Step back. Maybe take a vinyasa or just go straight to dog. Second side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left foot steps up. Come up, high lunge. 5 breaths here. Bend that back knee and then straighten it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open out to the T, and then we'll turn to the left for this open twist. 5 breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left hand on the back of the right thigh. Reverse twist. So I don't know if you can see all these little yellow things on the floor of my garden. It's mango season here, so my mango tree is exploding and they're everywhere. Inhale, come back up. Come facing forward, and we're straightening this front leg 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, 5. Bend the knee, plant the hands, vinyasa, or dog, or child. Take a free breath here. So we'll run through that a couple more times, but speed it up. Just get the heart rate up and the juices flowing. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right foot steps. High lunge. Arms to a T. Twist to the right. Reverse. Twist. Back to the forward. 1 straighten. 1 bend. Vinyasa or dog. Side B, left leg lifts, step up, high lunge, arms to a T, rotate to the left, reverse, twist, forward, straighten, bend, plant, vinyasa. 1 more time. Right leg lifts, high lunge, T, twist, reverse, twist, front, straighten, bend, vinyasa. Last one on this side. Left leg lifts, high lunge, T, twist, reverse, twist to the front, straighten, bend, vinyasa. Dog. You can always take a child's pose here. We'll just catch our breath. Those twists are so heating. Just listen to your breathing, acknowledge where you are. And we'll move on to one more standing flow. The destination is warrior 2. So inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right foot steps up. Plant the back heel. Warrior 2. So the Back arch intersects the front heel. Arms are to a T. Front leg is parallel to the floor as best you can. Breathe here. I always like to lift my toes, really activates the core. Make sure there's blood still flowing through the toes and they're not white and gripping the mat too much. And from here, we're going to work on the legs again. So on an inhale, straighten the front leg, palms come up to the sky. Then they'll bring down through the center line, through the third eye, the throat, the heart, and back out to warrior two. So 4 more of those. Inhale, lift. Exhale, Ajna, Vishuddha, Anahata, warrior two. Inhale, lift. Third eye, throat, heart, warrior two. Inhale, lift. Through the third eye, throat, heart, warrior two. Last one, inhale, lift. Third eye, throat, heart, warrior two. Moving into goddess. So, excuse my back. Bending the knees, sitting down, knees tracking the same direction as the ankles. We'll come into goddess pose. So arms are like goalposts. And then inhale, the right heel lifts, lower, left heel, lower, right, left, right, left, right, left, both. Hold here, 5 breaths. 1, you can do it. 2, maybe sink a little bit deeper. 3, shaking is good. 4, 5, lower the heels. 5 pointed star. Warrior two. Reverse that warrior. Vinyasa. Second side, left leg lifts. Warrior two. So we get our stable base. Breathing here. Catching your breath. These are big muscles we're working in our legs, so you should feel elevated heart rate, elevated breathing. And then we'll do that same thing on this side. So inhale, straighten the front leg, palms to the sky. Ajna, Vishuddha, Anahata. 4 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Ajna, Vishuddha, Anahata. Last one. Inhale, lift. Third eye, throat, heart. Back to warrior two. We'll come into goddess legs, so horse stance really, sun god. So palms are facing the sky and we'll lift the heels again. Right, left, right, left, right, left. 2 more each side, you can do it. Right, left, right, left. 5 breaths both. 1, 2, maybe sink a little bit deeper. 4 and 5. 5-pointed star. Warrior two. Reverse the warrior. Vinyasa. Take a free breath here. And guess what? We're going to run through that twice again, but speed it up. This will be the last leg work of the day. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, warrior two. Straighten. Third eye, throat, heart. Warrior two. Goddess, this time moon god. One right heel, left heel, both heels, lower, 5-pointed star. Warrior two, reverse. Vinyasa. Side B. Left leg lifts. Warrior two. Straighten. Third eye. Throat. Heart. Warrior two. Moon god. Right heel. Left heel. Both heels. 5-pointed star. Warrior two. Reverse. Vinyasa. Or always dog or child. Last time through. Right leg lifts. Warrior two. Straighten. Third eye. Throat. Heart. Warrior two. Goddess. Right heel. Left heel. Both heels. 5-pointed star. Warrior two. Reverse. Cartwheel down. Vinyasa. Last side. You can do it. Left leg lifts. Warrior two. Straighten. Third eye. Throat. Heart. Warrior two. Sun god. Right heel. Left heel. Both heels. Lower. 5-pointed star. Warrior two. Reverse. Last vinyasa. Give it all you've got. And then a well-deserved child's pose. Knees as wide as the mat. Third eye to the earth. Maybe palms up to the sky. Big toes touching. Belly between the thighs. Just try and bring your breathing pattern back to normal. I don't know about you, but I'm dripping in sweat. My heart rate is really elevated. And I'm really enjoying this child's pose. Okay, so gently bring yourself up seated, and we'll move into some just seated stretches to get. We've done a lot of work on the legs, so now's the time for us to stretch them out. So bring this right knee into the chest and then allow it to flop open, and we'll come into Janushirsasana. So the sole of the right foot is on the inner left thigh. Lengthen out of the waist, arms to the sky, and tipping forward from the waist. Hands can come down to wherever feels comfortable. Lengthen and descend. So maybe hold on to the foot and breathe here. My dogs are going crazy this morning. They're barking at the cars driving past, and there's other dogs in the neighborhood, and they just G each other up. So I apologize for all the barking. And then inhale, come back up. Bring this leg in. Bring this one up. Left knee is bent. Allow it to flop out to the side. Lengthen out of the waist. And then tip forward from the hips. And just start to settle using the breath. Release in the body. So all that dynamic movement. When we're engaged like that, we use the sympathetic nervous system, which is, our get up and go system. And now we're coming into the slower portion of the class where we want to activate the parasympathetic, the rest and digest. So these forward folds trigger that response in the body, because we can't be getting up and going all the time. I've been guilty of this in the past, always on the go, wanting to burn as many calories as possible, and I really never allowed myself to rest and relax. I still find it difficult now. Inhale, come back up. And we'll come into a wide-legged forward fold. So bring the legs out to a comfortable distance. Sit up high on the sit bones and just point and flex the feet a couple of times. So this relaxes the nerves in the back of the legs, and it actually allows a little bit more flexibility. And then from here, lengthen out of the waist, and you're going to tip forward from the waist. So imagine that your pelvis is rotating around the head of the femur bones. That's what we want to happen in this posture. It's not this, it's this. So if you've got blocks, you may bring your elbows to blocks. You may have your elbows on the floor. You may have your torso on the floor. Wherever you are, no matter how many degrees forward you are, just be content and enjoy it. Maybe close the eyes. Always being mindful about the backs of the legs. And then inhale, slowly come back up. You put the hands underneath the backs of the knees, and we'll come down onto the back. Get there any way you want to. Bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Arms come out to goalposts, and then allow the knees to fall over to one side. Maybe look out over the opposite shoulder. Breathe into this twist. Then back up to center. Over to the other side. Breathing deep. back to the midline. Feet come down. And maybe you can just do a little bridge here. So grounding down into the feet, lifting the pelvis, imagining the tailbone is going towards the back of the knees, upper back is wide. Just opening the fronts of the hips here, the hip flexors. Nothing too strenuous. You worked hard today. And then release down. And it's time for Savasana. Allow the feet to flop open, palms up to the sky. Not one part of the body is touching another part. The windows of the eyes are closed. Jaw is relaxed, tongue is relaxed. Everything is melting into the earth. And just surrender. And before you move out of Shavasana, just tune your ear in to the furthest away sound that you can hear. Now tune your hearing into the nearest sound that you can hear. And then start to wiggle the fingers and toes. Bring some life back into this glorious body that you have. That allows you to create shapes on your mat and helps you feel alive. Interlace the fingers above the head, stretch feet in one direction and the hands in the other. And then keeping the eyes closed, just roll over onto your favorite side, coming into the fetal position, maybe creating a little pillow over the hands, and just savor this last few moments on the mat, thanking yourself for carving out time from your day to come to the mat. Sometimes we have to shoehorn ourselves onto the mat, but once you get going, you never regret it. Sometimes the biggest battle is pulling on those yoga pants. And then when you're ready, with a soft gaze, just push yourself up to a comfortable seat. Bring the palms to the chest at Anahata. Take a deep inhale, deep exhale. And I'd like to thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you feel good in your body. I know I certainly do. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care. Thank you for joining me today. It's been a long time since I've been on YouTube. I was actually horrified to see that it's been almost 2 years. I had no clue. Anyway, some things have changed in my life. I left the UK and I now live in beautiful Costa Rica. I have an amazing tropical garden and I have lots of beautiful animals come and visit me: monkeys, sloths, parrots, tons of different birds, toucans, araucarias. So I'm looking forward to filming a lot more classes in my garden and sharing this tropical wonderland with you. Thank you for sticking with me and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.